I'm going to have a little crack at the Moray Coastal Trail. I'm going to walk as I talk. Runs from, there's a sign just up there, Moray Coastal Trail. Just starts slightly back in the centre of Cullen. So it's on the Moray coast, and it runs from Finhorn to Cullen, where I am at the moment. It's about 80k. 80k. It kind of, when you look on some websites, it's got it sectioned off in like four days, or 4 sections. So I'm going to try and do it in 3 sections. And it generally says like Finhorn to Cullen, but I'm starting off in Cullen and kind of doing it the opposite way. So I'm kind of hoping to do Cullen to Portgordon. That's where the van's parked. So I've got the bus here, about 35 minutes on the bus, number 35 from Portgordon to Cullen. So I'm not sure of the distance, this section, Portgordon to Cullen, but generally you could do the long distance paths, any of them in Scotland, either way. It doesn't really matter, still get stunning views. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the harbour. It's quite a nice little harbour here. I was wanting something to eat, there wasn't many shops. So some interesting views on the way, hopefully, but I'll try and capture the good bits of the trail. Pet Cemetery. So there's Cullen Harbour. Not a particularly great sign. Looks like it was done by a 3-year-old. I'll take a walk down the stairs actually. Let's go on the beach. So there is Cullen Bay, big huge bay. I think over there is Bowfiddle Rock. Along the beach is a coastal trail, but I'm not going to be able to fly my drone, capture any drone footage, because there's a temporary restrictions in place all the way from Lossiemouth right along this coast. For some reason, I don't know why. Big bridge. Actually, I need to take this. Yeah, there's water over there, so I need to take this little bridge, I think. It's a tiny little river there, so save getting my trainers wet early doors. Kind of little events or something happening there, or well, not happening, but some inflatables by the looks of it. Cullen Beach Burgers, ice cream. Plenty of people out on the supports and stuff. It's not a popular place. That is the Cullen Golf Club. A couple of odd rocks. Look at that. Some toilets if you need to take a shit. There's a sign, Moray Coastal Path. just sits straight on, so right along the sand, right to that. Is that Portgordon? I think that's Portgordon. What's this little thing? That's a sauna. Right, there's a sauna. I'm assuming that it is just right along the sand, right round. Probably goes back up a little bit. I mean, there's no clear signs that says you go this way. I'd imagine if it was quite tight, because the golf course is just back that way. I can't see a path in the distance. Just gonna double check. I mean, to be honest, I don't really mind this kind of shit, because I hate when it says like you do like parts of like the Fife Coastal Trail and you're way inland on the road, so I don't really mind being right on the coast. And there's a path, and there's a cave. Nice bit of graffiti. Just waiting to see the cock and balls of a Nazi sign, but that's disappointing on the graffiti front. No Nazi sign or cock and balls. There's Cullen Bay just in the distance there. This is the first little bit of climbing you need to do. There's a rock, big arch. First little uphill bit. Obviously bearing in mind it's coming from Cullen and not to Cullen. So I think these rocks are called the Widies. I think this whole section here is actually called the Widies. So I think just round this corner should be Beaufiddle Rock, I think. God, it's actually warm, but it's a cold wind. Brave view, eh? Yeah, that's definitely Beaufiddle Rock. closer look, I think. Looks like a lot of bird shit on it. It fucking stinks. Crazy rock formations. A couple other, it's an interesting one there. Probably best to get a better view down there. I'll take a wee video down there actually. Kind of get a better view of the rock from here. There is a path that goes down. You get a decent enough view from here. Bow and the fiddle. Bow Fiddle Rock. Portgordon. Just go right round the harbour, I think. Yep. Not much going on here. Wow, mental. Not seen one of them for ages, since I was a kid. Like outdoor swimming, but it's obviously not in use. There's the harbour office. Plenty of tables and chairs. No, not really any takeaway place. Who's it that does the maps for these places? Cullen in here. Honestly, they need to update their map. Okay, there's nothing much you can really add, but God, they're done like a flipping 3-year-old. I don't know. Blue Coast, that must be what we've seen up in Cullen. Like a paddleboard and kayak users, please use slipway if paddling pool is busy. No dogs allowed in paddling pool. Well, I suppose maybe it's, I'd imagine it's tidal then. God, I didn't think of that. Must be tidal. When the tide comes in and fills it up. Down at the deep end here. Must be at least 2 foot. Yeah, I mean it must be tidal. Of course it is. Mental. So just leaving Portgordon. Next stop on the coastal trail is Portgordon. It says 1.5 miles. Bucky 5 miles. So that's us just leaving Portgordon. Okay, we've just come in Portgordon. Just a tiny little bit of road walking off the cliffs, not much. It's got a beautiful little beach here. You can actually see it from the cliffs up there. That's where the trail is. But it's got a beautiful little beach. Doesn't look too busy. Jesus, I can shot myself. Yeah, so Findocte, so if I check my watch, Cullen to Findocte is 7k and it's taken me 1 3/4 hours. That's including little stops here and there. So I'll just show you a bit of the beach called Sandy Creek, which is only a couple of minutes away. Hey, so you kind of see this, there's a trail just above that high coastline there. You come down, some beautiful allotments, well yeah, interesting allotments. It's one by a wee lighthouse. That, from up the trail, I thought this was like a wee putting, one of these little putting things. There's a sign, Bucky 3.5 miles. But from high above, I thought this was like one of these little putting greens you get. It's obviously not quite Augusta Masters greenery, but it did look really nice from higher up there. The whole area out there is called Spey Bay. And that's really odd because Spey Bay is along the coast a bit, where the Speyside Way goes and the River Spey comes out. So I'm just seeing if I can actually get down on at Sandys Creek. This is Sandys Creek. Oh, it's actually starting to warm up now. Up there it's called Long Head. Yeah, there's Spey Bay. But not the Spey Bay as everybody knows it. Oh, there's a boat coming in. There's a good view of Sandys Creek. Well, it looked a bit more sandy from up there, from up on the trail, but a bit more pebbles than sand. Findocte Harbour, that's a big blue boat that was coming in earlier on. See what's happening here, apart from that big blue boat moving slowly. Oh, where he's gonna fucking dock. Selkie. Where's he docking? It's got a crane on it. My word. He's moving forward a little bit. Where's he docking? That's a lot of little boats that you can wreck. That can't be asked. God, this is a bustling little harbour. Oh, not much activity, but a lot of boats. Hold on, big blue boats making a move. Big blue boats making a charge. Oh, there's someone in the crane as well. Anyway. Now this would be quite a pleasant place to live, I think. Especially if we had a wee boat. I'd go for something like that. Was to live here and have a boat. Pontoon access. Noise. It's called the White Moray. For no other reason apart from just the White Moray. Ah, look, Findocty Harbour, danger beach slopes steeply. No bathing. Oh, that crane's doing some shit. Ah, so they're not in the dock, it's just a crane. Okay, that's pretty much from Findocty Harbour, I think. There's a little boozer just at the end of the harbour. If you fancy a couple of pints and a wee swally. Nice location. Close to the campsite as well. Take it, I go through Findocty Caravan Park. Assuming the trail goes right through it. And yeah, it keeps to the coast, so Findocty, welcome to Findocty. Findocty Caravan Park. Caravan Park. There's an interesting sign. What have you got? Tents, East Beach, Bridge, Pub and Food, Portgordon 1.9 miles, Harbour, Bins, Cullen 4 miles, that's where we started, Reception, Bucket 3 miles, WC and Shower, Bowfiddle Rock, seen that 1.9 miles, Mini Hamden, sounds interesting. and dolphins dead ahead. Yeah, ain't no fucking dolphins. Ah, see where the mini Hampden is? The Hampden Roar. Mini Hampden. You think it'd be enclosed by the wind? Yeah, it's less windy actually. Oh, atmospheric place to play a game of football. I don't think many people play it. There's no lines or anything. But anyway, that's us left for the Findocte, sorry. Next stop is Portgordon. Okay, we're just skirting the fairways of, I think it's Strathleen Golf Club or golf course. A beautiful location if you're a golfer. Imagine it be pretty goddamn windy though. Yeah, it's been windy all day. Especially in high winds with all these hackers kicking about. I'm sure they don't even know where their golf ball's fucking going. Deep in the gorse. Oh, wee dead mouse. There you go, there's more golfers. Whoa, oh, it's a little steep section. Nice little bay, albeit a bit stony and pebbly. Imagine that'd be the dizzying heights of Buckie. The sprawling metropolis of Buckie. So I think Strathleen sands are just down there. Car park. I don't know what this is. Just a wee shelter. Oh, shelter. broken wall. Maybe it was one of these tidal swimming pools back in the day. It's hard to make out. Seals of Craigin-Roan. The rocks in front of you are called Craigin-Roan. It's a very special place for all types of Scottish wildlife. See what I can see. What kind of wildlife can I see? There we go. Just in the water there, a seagull. Oh, there's that house I saw on the bus. Just that house on the end there. I actually thought it looked like a golf club house. I don't think it is, but there's a golf course. Oh, there's the golf thing over there, Strathleen. I don't think that could be a clubhouse because it's not close to the golf course. That looks very, very much like a golf clubhouse. I think it's just someone's house. Simple as that. I thought I could go round by the front, but I can't. Oh, that's a bra smell. I'm not sure what this is called. I'll pass this on the bus. Nice chairs. Bijou. Cat chat bijou. I'm going to jump over the wall now. Oh, I'm fucking starving as well. Sure has something to eat. Over the wall. Welcome to Buckie, historic fishing town. At the same time, the place is called Port Essay. Port Essay. I'm going to take the high up, stay high up on the grass. A better view. Somebody's washing whirligig. You need to cross the main road to go and put your flipping smalls out. Fucking undies and stuff just there. Everybody driving past and seeing you're washing. Aonstown. I don't think I've even seen that on a map. Aonstown, just before Buckie. Let me just check. Oh yeah, there we go, look. Aonstown. So you had the sign for Buckie, and you've gone through Port Essay and Aonstown. I mean, I don't think we're too far away from the heart of Buckie, to be honest. So we'll come in, what is it, Gordonsborough. So there's about 3 places, once you hit the Buckie sign, there's about 3 places Although that says Buckie Lifeboat Station, but this is Gordon's Bra. Still kind of in Buckie, but yeah, Buckie Central, shall we say, is still a wee bit further on. You've got three. Check out this lifeboat first. I've never been on a lifeboat. Be pretty interesting. But this isn't called Buckie Harbour or that. This is, and there's an actual fact, there's a place just back there, a shipyard called Macduff Shipyard. Macduff is away along the coast beside Banff. Can't actually remember if Buckie's got a harbour. Must do. This seems like a more operational working harbour than ones we've already passed. And it's a biggish boat in there. Buckie. Picture of a basking shark. And the old harbour office. Oh, there's another of these signs. Look at the shit signs. Buckie Harbour office. We are here. Fish market. I can kind of smell it. Lighthouse. Shipyard. Lifeboat. Picture of cock and balls. There you go. No Nazi sign, but cock and balls. It's little sections like this. You do wonder if you're walking along a scenic coastal trail. I know it has to be done. I know you can't just walk the entire coastal trail, even like Fife coastal trail and stuff like that. You can't just walk around the whole coast. That derelict building. I don't think that was a house. That was probably something to do with the fishing trade. They do like a washing line out in public, don't they? There's another few washing lines. Oh, there's more up there. You talk about hanging out your dirty laundry. Looks like some kind of old jetty or old harbour. Just at Buckpool, which is kind of still in Buckie. Just heading out of Buckie, a place called Buckpool. Where this isn't in use. Absolutely amazing. So kind of heading out, Buckie now, just getting to a place called Buckpool, not Blackpool, Buckpool. And so we're actually, odd thing is, well, this section between Buckie, well, where I'm going, Portgordon, it shares the Speyside Way as well for a little bit. So you could actually do a bit of the Speyside Way and a bit of the Moray Coastal Trail. Not two trolls. knock two trails off with one stone. So yeah, how far to go to get Portgordon? How long have I been on the go? 3 hours and 40 minutes, and just turned up to 15k from Cullen, so I might just reach a 20k, which should leave 60k left to do the trail, the Moray Coastal Trail. So you could maybe do 3 days at 20k. For some reason I thought it was Findhorn. It was Findhorn to Cullen, but it's Forest. It's Forest to Cullen, which goes inland, so not really part of a coastal trail, to be honest. But we'll see if we could get all the sections done this week. And not far to Portgordon and the end of this section. That's tidy lodgings there. Clearly a holiday home by the looks of it. I mean, imagine getting planning permission for that. I mean, it's only cottage. You're talking about way back there. Just plastered. I mean, it's a nice looking thing, but I like to own that, yeah. Fucking absolutely. I mean, really nice. But fuck's sake, the location of it. Good and bad. I'm going to cut up a bit. Don't know where to go, because look at that fucking Jippo encampment. No way to walk through that. Well, that's part of the coastal trail that I'll fucking avoid. Fucking Jippos. Well, looks like there is a faint path. So it looks like a lot of people have done it. There's not even a pavement, so oh no, there is. That's good. When you see this fucking encampment, oh my god, what an absolute blight on the fucking landscape. I mean, I didn't want to actually video. There's big like oil drums, crates, fires and stuff. I've got proper portable toilets, but that looks like a camp that's been there for donkeys. You know, I could put up with. I mean, the thing is, I actually seen them on the bus, so I'm not surprised. So I'm not surprised. I'm just bullshitting because I actually seen them on the bus. But if I hadn't seen them, that would have been a bit of a blight. So that little section couldn't even do. You had to turn off because nobody's going to walk through that. The fucking state of it. But you know what, I could put up with going to these places I like going to, and seeing the odd bit of graffiti and Nazi sign, a bit of cock and balls. You know what, that's acceptable. A bit of rubbish, a couple of cans of Red Bull, the odd McDonald's that you actually think that it's fucking nearest McDonald's is like miles away. I'd actually put up with that. But these Jippos, I mean, that's just the fact that they've actually hired toilets is probably like quite a good thing, because it's a gap. Didn't want to obviously video it. We're actually emptying the toilets. So yeah, pretty horrendous, but I'm going to try and come into Gordonstown, where this section finishes for me, where my van's parked up. At least I could leave the end of the video, at the end of the section, with some decent views, and not the fucking shite that I've just walked past. So these are the kind of views that you want to see doing a coastal path. Not oil drums. I mean, I think the guy was going about with an axe. Oh, I don't know if you can see the sails. Just been speaking to a local woman who informed me that there was seals down here. There's a good few of them there, and a couple over there. I think it's a law not to approach them as well. I think there's pups there. So that's pretty much it. Back at Portgordon, where I started 4 hours and 18 minutes ago, and a 35-minute bus journey. A great little sight, just seeing the seals just at the end there. It's been a good section of the trail. Seen the little harbours and stuff, beautiful views, rock formations. I'm not going to dwell on the bad bits, and that was seeing the jippos, but I spoke to the local and she says it's a mix of gypsies living there and other people. So yeah, so pretty much back at the harbour, and that is 17.5k. So back at the van. There's the van. So 17.5k, 4 hours 19 minutes. But a lot of that was faffing about, and I just spoke to a local right at the end there for 20 minutes. So that's been good. So I'm just going to leave you some views of Portgordon Harbour.